to the big house, Michigan Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Guys?
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss back.
Wants to go up top on second down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
On third down, he drops to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind him, and that's where you can make big plays.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
On the move, it's Pringle. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Snapped on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Out wide left, it's Wingo. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
Got to make the play on fourth. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Running inside, it's Marshall. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Wolverines are facing third and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Rush right in his face. Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play action with Underwood. He wants to take the top off. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Makes a grab and room to run. He's at the 20. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like...
Touchdown, Michigan! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Long way to go on second down. From the gun, it's Pringle. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Left side, it's Pringle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
You can see why this running back is on the field on third down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Vaughn. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Gets rid of it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Unloads it left. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll give it to Brown. Breaks into the open. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. This should be the last play of the quarter. Keeps it moving, it's Pringle. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it.
And the defense... Get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
The run inside. It's Marshall. He's past the sticks. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Throwing, Underwood unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Comes down, it's Vaughn. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Underwood to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. Could not make his way to the corner.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Throws to the back. got him, and nobody's close. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on fourth down. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. He's got him this time. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And this offense just keeps putting it together, man. Like, they have not been stopped very often. Another play in the passing game. This defense, they've got to...
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Right side, it's Lofton. He's dropped.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The fake and wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the pack.
Leaping grab for a big gain. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Canes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Drops back on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Just a misfire there.
The reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Underwood. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw.
Touchdown! Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mason. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Throwing, Underwood. He slings it deep to the left. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon taking on the number 16 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Ducks keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Turning it on! Past the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. His third touchdown of the game and 12th of the season. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One way, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. On the run, it's Pringle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
So here comes the Michigan offense. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run him again. Powers through the defender. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Keep it on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Here's Underwood to throw. finds his target. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Nickel. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
He's changing the play. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. 4th down, Underwood. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
It's complete to the left. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They'll go to the counter.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
Around the end, it's Marshall. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Trying to barge in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Sets his feet. It's Nickel. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. Racing down the left side. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They put the brakes on it.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. You get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jacobs. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got an open man. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. The kick coverage team was ready and in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take a knee in the end zone. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.